there it is, Egosofts' latest addition to the X4 universe, the HYPERION. We've been waiting for quite some time to get our hands on this new DLC for X4 called the HYPERION pack. And well, the greatest addition of this DLC is the HYPERION. It is a new type of ship that made it into the X universe, and it's called an expeditionary ship. Also included into that DLC is a storyline to get that ship and a new sector. This DLC is available for $6.99 or euros in the Steam store. Before I talk about the ship, let's talk about the storyline first. The storyline of the X4 HYPERION pack starts like every classic Egosoft storyline so far, with a call in your cockpit.
HYPERION Gravidar signature acquired. Back on track.
There is something going on in the universe and you are being called to help. Without spoiling too much, you're going to see a new part of the galaxy and you're going to be awarded the HYPERION. Anything else wouldn't make sense, so this is not really a spoiler. And after the quest, you'll be able to buy it at a shipyard or build it yourself with the blueprints as often as you like. And the AI fleets are also going to use HYPERIONs. So it's not a single time ship like, for example, the King. No, we're looking at a new ship type that is available in the universe. So before the expectations are too high, let's be clear here. This is not a pay-to-win ship that will advance your fighting capabilities in your fleet by a lot. This is actually not even a ship that I would consider being a player-only ship that you will be flying to conquer the galaxy or conquer any big fights or whatsoever. This is not the ship for it. Let's take a quick look at the stats. The HYPERION has 56,000 hull points. This is a little bit above 50% of a Behemoth E. You only have one single L-class shield, therefore only the shield charge of a single shield. The burst weapon output is less than the one of a rattlesnake, and the average turret output is basically the same as, for example, a Behemoth. Where this ship shines is really at speed and maneuverability. With 213 meters per second as regular speed, this is pretty fast for an L-class ship. Boost speed is not that high, not even 1,000 meters per second, but at least the boost capacity is quite high. Travel speed is okay, but maybe even a little bit on the faster side with 6,500 meters per second. Still not as much as, for example, a Zeus, but the maneuverability is really great. You're looking at a ship that is almost as maneuverable as a heavy fighter, or maybe as a small M-class ship, but at the size of an L-class ship, so that's really nice. The missile capacity is also a little bit higher than from any other ship, so this is really nice. When you're walking around the interior of the HYPERION, you see that this is crafted with care. There are elevators which are angled, which is really nice. There's a docking bay that looks stunning with something like an AI core in the background. And overall it fits that new, nice Pyramid design language that Egosoft is now following. Personally, I like that cathedral look of a Pyramid ship, resembling its spirituality that Pyramids make so distinct from other races in the X universe. And the color scheme and materials that are being used is just so fitting, and I really like it. The outside is nice to look at too, with its fine lines and delicate structure. There are a lot of see-throughs for this ship, and if you compare this with the X3 model where the HYPERION originates from, it's a step up to what it actually should look like. If you take a look at these lines from the X3 ship, it already shows that it was actually built for being more delicate than they could achieve at that point in time. And so we got this new fancy addition to the universe. The HYPERION main gun is completely redesigned. It looks a little bit like a pulse laser from Terrans, just with a new color scheme and a reworked sound effect. And the sound effects are amazing. There is really something to this gun. There is like an oomph to it. Weak points of the new HYPERION are definitely the low hull and low shield points. The single engine at the back, which after it's destroyed, it loses its entire maneuverability. Maybe Egosoft could think about splitting up the thrusters and the engine into two different parts, so that if the engine is destroyed, why should your thrusters also be destroyed? Because they should be located around the ship. so they are not connected to the engine. It would be nice to be maneuverable, at least looking up and down, left and right and whatsoever, if your engine is destroyed. But at the moment, if your engine is destroyed, you're a sitting duck. This is Egosofts' first attempt to bringing something like ship packs into X4. And Egosofts CEO Bernd Lehan said that they are going to monitor how well this DLC performs and think about if they want to do this type of DLC more in the future and give people ship packs that they can add into their games. Or if the community dislikes that, like they did with timelines, and they're not moving on with this kind of work. Again, like they did with timelines. So at the end of the day, you have to choose. Is this something for you? Are you going to vote with your wallets? I would like to see more of that kind of work. But for example, for this DLC, I would have really loved a distinct S-Class fighter on top of the Hyperion, because you have such a really nice looking hangar bay. I would love to have a specific fighter that comes with the Hyperion that was located in the back that is also added into this ship pack, because I feel that it would greatly benefit the overall look and style of this new package. So in my opinion, yeah, I hope for more ship packs in the future. I do like to pay money for ships that are actually in my universe and that I can use, that I can buy, that I can build. Like, I am gladly paying a few euros to support an ongoing project, which is something that I really enjoy. And I get something in my game that gives me joy, that I like to look at, and is also bringing in a new twist. Compared to, I pay in some games double the amount to get a page where I can store some items for characters, and that's it. So yeah, tell me, how are you going to vote with your wallets? Tell me in the comments, I would really love to know. Thank you so much for being here for the video, and see you the next time. I'm Captain Collins, I'm out.